How sweet it is to be 40 and to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. I forgot my glasses. Hang on. Can't believe I forgot my glasses. There you go. Birthday glasses. Locked and loaded. This is your weekly Thursday night nerdy talk show where we sit back and relax. I said we sit back and relax. And hopefully by now, especially on a glorious day like today, you've poured yourself a a little bit of,
more specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more
woo,
beer.
so good. That is so good. My desk is a mess right now, but it's all right. It's okay. If you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, vlog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shit. On today, this glorious day of my 40th year, I'll be unboxing some stuff, and the Rambling Nerd should also be stopping by a little bit later. I said Rambling Nerd should be stopping by a little bit later in the stream. So I'll show you guys some things I picked up on the trip this week, some things that came in the mail, and there is one package. I don't know what's in it, so I'll open it and see if it's something appropriate for the stream. And then we'll do a reaction, of course. But without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend. One more time.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. All right. My goal for tonight on this glorious day is to not spill anything on my desk. So the office is a mess. There's balloons everywhere from the party we had this weekend. And my desk is full of all the stuff that I was going to show you guys. So yeah, hopefully with all this mess here, I do not spill anything. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Before I say hi to everybody, I'll just get the shameless plugs out the way. Of course, we have nerdaffiliated.com. We have the real nerdbusters.com. So if you're into the Ghostbuster side of things, realnerdbusters.com is your place to be. There you can also find a link to tools and talent props where using code HeyArcher saves yourself 10% on your purchases. But, sorry. See, the burps are already starting. Oh, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. But you can also hit us up, nerdaffiliated.com. Your one-stop shop for all things nerd affiliated. And in case you get lost or you want to hit us up in real time, you can always hit us up on Instagram, Nerd Affiliated, Real Nerd Busters, or myself, HeyArcher. If you like photography, there's Book of Archer. If you like more marketing type things, there's Book of Archer too. It's way too many Instagrams. It's a little out of control. It's getting a little out of hand. But someday we'll get things under control. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat, of course. Wolfpack Toy Review in the house. Good to see you. Happy birthday. Yes, thank you. Ultra Carta in the house. Good to see you. This is whoa. Dave's Dimension in the house. Good to see you. Everybody saying hi to each other. Love that. Happy B-Day, Nerdy. The SOB. The time has come for I'll do in this total mayhem. There you go. There you go. Dada Films in the house. Good to see Creativity from the Future in the house. Good to see Archer with the vintage Back to the Future 2 sunglasses from Pizza Hut. It's funny. I was making a mental note to bust these glasses out because I was going to post the picture of myself from when I was a kid where I was wearing similar glasses. Posted a different picture for the announcement of this stream. So didn't quite, line up, but I think they still work. They still work. By the way, these are also helping out because I have a new light that I got on Amazon Prime. It is bright AF. So it's helping with that as well. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dig glasses. There you go. There you go. Lenny in the house. Good to see you. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you are already following them, but if you're not, I'm going to throw that link in the chat. But make sure you guys are following For Those with Good Taste and spam the ever living shit out of them to get us a new episode ASAP. ASAP. Lordy, Archer is 40, still a young pup. My back does not agree with you. My back does not agree with you at all. Yesterday in the mail from Macari received WWE Battle Pack Series 3 Edge figure to use his head for my improved WrestleMania 22 Edge Elite and his arms for promo Edge Elite Custom. There you go. Love that. Love that. We'll be back soon. Better be, damn it. So, speaking of for those with good tastes, usually they talk about movie reviews. They have their rankings for the year, all that fun stuff. But, the movie of the week, of the month, the talk of the town is Superman. I'll just get through this briefly. I still haven't seen it yet. I still have not seen it yet. I talked about it last week, I believe. I do want to see the movie, right? So I do want to see it. I wanted to wait until streaming to see it, but I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm just going to have to talk about it at some point. So waiting until streaming, considering how successful it's been, that may be a long time. Maybe a long time. So I'll try to see it in the next week or two. So that way I can talk about it freely. I already know a couple of the spoilers that were talked about and posted online. Don't put any spoilers in the chat, please, in case some people have not. But there's that. Now, Dada Films brings up a good point. And before I get into that, one of the reasons I wanted to see the movie also was all the negativity it's been getting from super right-winged media about, all of a sudden Superman's an immigrant, all of a sudden there's messaging in movies, blah, 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 all the bullshit. So I kind of wanted to see it just to kind of contribute to the movie doing well. And even Dean Cain was like, we went in on him last week. By the way, if you're listening to the audio version, I'm sorry I did not post last week's episode. I'll try to do that. But Dean Cain was like, it's going to hurt financially because of all the politics in this movie. BS. I think, if anything, this movie is literally going to not do super well, pun intended, because of movie/superhero fatigue. I think that's it. I don't think it has anything to do with politics. I also just think DC needs a really, really strong performance for people to really believe in DC again. And I don't know if that's happening now. I haven't seen it. Everybody who I know who has seen it has said good things about it. One of the things I love about the commentary I've been getting about the movie is that it's very similar to an episode of the cartoon, Superman the Animated Series. At the same time, that was my thought process with the Flash movie. I thought the Flash movie, for all its problems, it felt like an episode of the cartoon, and it didn't do well. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But to answer Dada's question, did I put it up here? I did. Budget 225. So rule of 2, it needs 450. So right now, opening, we've got, whoops. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, 125. So far domestically, 166, and then international 95. Taking us to 261. It needs another 188 to break even. Now, there was an article somebody posted today. I probably should have had it locked and loaded for this stream, but I didn't think about it till just now. Somebody was saying how this movie does not need to break even to be successful because so many people have like loved it and talked about it and all that. I don't know if I completely agree with that, to be honest. Looking here, yes, it's a top performer for an opener of DC movies, but it's got a ways to go. It really has a ways to go. Right now, it's here. So The Flash did 268. It will pass that for sure. I think it will pass that 300. Will it break 400 though? That's gonna be the real question. Right now, it's destroying everything else. Naturally. It is not in the top 25, it's not in the top 5 yet for the year. And we have Fantastic Four coming up next weekend. So, I do think Fantastic Four could beat it, considering where Superman's at right now. I think Marvel still has more steam behind it than DC, even though I think fatigue is affecting both of them. So, we'll ultimately see how it plays out, but I don't necessarily see Superman breaking even. I don't think it's gonna have the same second, third week push the way like Sinners did. Sinners was an anomaly. Loved the movie. It had, like I said, the culture was pushing that movie, rightfully so. And actually, T3 in the house, good to see you. And then I'll say hi to everybody else. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, T3 said Sinners is still his movie of the year. I believe you said that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, going back up, we have Steve-O in the house. Good to see you. He said he saw it today. He enjoyed it. And happy birthday, of course. Dada Films, reminding everybody to smash that like button. We got Tony in the house. Good to see you. Don't worry. I'm always late. And T3 said correct. He said correcto mundo. All right. So let me unbox some things, show you guys some pickups, and then if the Rambling Nerd jumps in, we'll go back to Superman because he saw it between the two of us, and he's usually pretty good about not doing spoilers. So we'll do that. Ugh. Oh, so good. Despite my. All right, so pickups and mail that has arrived this week. This one I'm pretty excited for. So on the trip, by the way, if you guys are listening to this on an audio platform, or you only really follow us on YouTube, I highly suggest you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok, because there, we post way more frequently. We're posting probably daily on stories. In the timeline, not as much, but on the stories daily. And you would have seen that for one, I wasn't doing my Daily Planet this week, but it's because I was on vacation. My wife and I went on vacation for both of our birthdays. And, oh man, sorry. We went up to Burlington, Vermont, which was a really good time. And it was fun because every place we went had like a like trendy hipster vibe, not like the annoying kind necessarily, but like, you know, a young person owns it kind of vibe, which I liked. And there was a flea market, and attached to the flea market was a bookstore, and I picked up two things from the bookstore. The first one, actually, I'm gonna take it out of the wrapping. They had stacks of newspapers. They had stacks of magazines, all sorts, even the inappropriate ones. And they had a whole pile of Rolling Stone magazines. And they had this Rolling Stone cover of the one and only Sly Stallone. Here, get some focus. There we go. And actually, I noticed before I paid, there's a stamp on it. And it looks like they picked these up from like one of the local high schools. But there's a couple of covers that they had, and I was like, you know what? I feel like this will just look cool framed in on the wall somewhere. So I'm gonna get a frame to put this in. Maybe one day we'll get them to sign it. Who knows? But I saw this and I was like, I kind of wish it said Rocky Balboa on it, because this is like straight up Rocky 2 Stallone. But I saw it, loved it, and it's cool just to even like see how different Rolling Stone was back then. Very, very much a more like a newspaper, especially the feel of it. Wow, the Honda Express e-bike, 100 miles to the gallon. It's great. So yeah, I'm gonna try to frame this one. There's a couple other ones I was going to pick up. Like there was a cool Jack Nicholson one. There was a John Belushi one. But I was like, you know what? I want to see if I frame this first. Like if I actually get into that habit. And if I do, and we go back there, I'll pick up some more of these. The other book I picked up while I was up there was the visual guide to Captain America, the Winter Soldier. 15 bones. No way I could pass that up. And you guys may not know this. I love a good coffee table book. Especially a good picture book. But yeah, like you have Bucky on that side. You got Cap on the other side. And similar to like the Ghostbuster books I have, you know, there's a bunch of concept art, just various things like this. So this will be a fun one to kind of just go through, enjoying a coffee or beer, So, got that. Sticking with Marvel, actually, we went on a toy hunt. My second one in as many months, I believe. The first one the other day was where I picked up Throttle from Biker Mice from Mars. And this time we had to go get some last minute things. Went into Target, and sure enough, I found the one and only Rogue. So picked her up. Slowly but surely building up the X-Men team. I'm trying, when it comes to the X-Men, specifically with Marvel Legends, I'll open this up. When it comes to the Marvel Legend X-Men figures, I'm really trying to do a one and done with some of them. Man Collects in the house. Good to see you. I'm really trying to do a one and done. So, there's some exceptions, right? Like, can you ever have too many Wolverines? Can you ever have too many Cyclops? I don't think so. But with some of the other characters, I kind of want to get one that's like my definitive one. K-Walk in the house. Good to see you. So with this Rogue, I didn't want to pull the trigger until I saw it in person. And I was like, you know what? If I was to buy just one Rogue figure, I'd be good with this one being it. The hands dropped somewhere. All over the place. I'll get the other one later. But yeah, let's take her out here. And yeah, pretty good. Pretty. It's not focusing. There we go. Pretty good. It does the job. I also love this one accessory of her holding her glove. So that way you can put her, human hand on the other side there. Nice touch. Switch that out. And this is probably how I would display her. Oh, you don't need that on there. I'm going to leave it there just in case. Single jointed elbow is what it is. Double jointed knee. Pretty good flexibility. No toe articulation. That's fine. But pretty sweet figure overall. I can't pull the trigger on that Gambit. I just feel like it's not the right one. I know a lot of people went crazy on this line, especially with the TV show. But I can't. That Gambit just was not doing it for me. I feel like her head's like falling off. But good figure overall. Will go well in the display. I still need a of course, I'm waiting for them to redo Professor X. They reissued the Professor X with the chair, but I really want them to do a new one, so I'm going to wait for that. Of course, we need Beast. I need to get a Storm. The Storm figures weren't bad. I remember seeing those in person, so if one goes on sale, I'll pick that up. And Jean Grey, of course. I slept on that one, and now that I'm committed to finishing the team, I'll get that. Jubilee, I'm using the VHS series Jubilee for that team. But overall, good figure. Overall, good figure. All right. Next up, we got a package. Always love the Sentinels. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I kind of regret not buying the Sentinels. I kind of do. Let's pull them up here. They have not updated anybody on the Sentinels, which is kind of surprising. Is it still on the website? Yeah, it's not even on the website anymore. I believe we were looking for it last week. Let's see. Marvel Legends Sentinel. Oh, wrong screen. Here we go. Yeah. This is from the Hong Kong website because they pulled it off the regular Hasbro Pulse site. I don't know why they do that. But yeah, I kind of regret not getting it. But at the same time, I just can't. $200. I can't do it because you need more than one. Like these pictures are cool and all, but you need this display. You need two. One is fine, but for some cool photos like this, you got to have at least two. So, man, I regret it. $150, I would have gone for it, but you live and you learn. There'll be more chances. There'll definitely be more chances. Next one was a care package from the one and only Doc of Tools and Talent Props, and I wore the shirt this weekend. This week. I was gonna take a cool photo with it. I got too sweaty and too tired and didn't get a chance to do it. So what I'll show you guys now, not the shirt, but I'll show you the hoodie from the Ecto Corps. Ecto Ordnance Corps. There you go. Great hoodie. Feels good. It's got the Tools and Talent logo on the side. And then on the back, the Ecto Ordnance Corps logo. So make sure you head over to toolsandtalentprops.com. Pick yourself up some sweet, sweet merch. Code HeyArcher, 10%. The X-Men 97 Sentinel should have at least been 100. Yeah, 100 to 120. Like, I would have been cool. Like, if this did like not have crazy articulation, I would have been fine. Like, this should have been like as bare bones as possible, lowest price as possible, so that way people can buy as many as possible. That should have been the move. But $200 each was just like tough pill to swallow. Tough one. Next up is a package from Hasbro Pulse, I believe. Yeah, Hasbro Pulse. I have not made a lot of purchases at HasbroPulse.com this year, but I did put a couple things on pre-order. This was one that I felt I need to do. I talked about it last week, I believe. And that was the G.I. Joe Classified Firefighter figures. Come on. Focus. There you go. So pick this one up. I thought it'd be a fun one. I'm kind of digging the idea of getting some classified figures of, the real life hero, firefighter, police officer. I don't know if they do an EMS one or something. But yeah, let's open this up, see how it looks. I don't really buy that many classified figures, but I was pretty excited when they announced this one, and I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting for a sale, I'll grab one, and then from there, if they do go on sale, I'll pick up a couple more. Man Collects picked it up as well. Dada said nice. Yeah, wow. A lot of accessories here. Take them out of there. Yeah, I'll mute so you don't hear all the plastic. All right. And there we go. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. The backpack comes off, it looks like. Or no. It looks like it's supposed to come off somewhere, but I'm not seeing a disconnect point. Double jointed at the elbow, double jointed at the knee, pinless on both. Pretty good articulation. It's got the boots, reflective material in the jacket. Let's see if we switch out the head here. Oh, and you can see all the other accessories it comes with. Oh, mask, the oxygen tank, claws of something. Anthony can tell me what it's called. A couple fire axes, sledgehammers, handheld axe, crowbar. Right? Yeah. Looks like some sort of crowbar. Head sculpts are different. Some reason I was thinking, I'm just dropping everything today. I thought the head sculpts were going to be the same, just different color. But they are, in fact, different. And there you go. Nice. This is a good one. I wish there was one that didn't have the fire retardant. I don't know what they call that. Scully, maybe. Jaws of Life. Thank you, Dada. Put on the fireman hat. Not sure how you get this on, actually. Huh. I'm actually not sure how to get there's like the strap on it to go under the chin, and I cannot get the head to go around that. Oh, okay. So you take it off. You have to take the head off, I think. And then yeah, there you go. Boom. So this is a good figure. It's actually a really good figure. I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, so we have 2 figures, and then we have 1 more box to go. Now, the next and final box is actually from Rambling Nerd. I believe Sal and Aaron were involved in it as well. I was waiting to see if Anthony was going to join, but he has not yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it off camera just to make sure it's a safe for work thing to show on stream. And then we can go from there. But yeah, let me know if you guys have picked up anything good this week, last couple weeks. Just going to mute. Nice. Oh, see, I already started. Now you show up. Having tech issues. Hold off on the box. Too late. Already started. I knew it. I knew it. So I'm gonna keep going because you already. Because I already started it. But I'll reveal it once you join on if you are able to join on. Pretty excited for this. Pretty excited for this. But I'll wait. Yeah, he messaged me and oh no, you only messaged me right after you sent the message here. That's funny. In the meantime, while he's trying to figure out his end of things, let's check in on the HasLab. And wowie, we are still not there. Oh my God. We are what? 2 weeks in? We're 2 weeks in on the HasLab. How are we not there yet? We've listed all the many reasons before. But I guess it's real. I guess it's very real. Yeah. It's got to be the fatigue, man. It has got to be the vehicle fatigue. It can also just be pricing fatigue right now. You know, times are a little tough for people. And dropping $325 on another vehicle, you know, might be a little rough. Let's watch till it gets to 7,000. That's right. 6,998. Let's do a refresh. Still there. We'll do a couple checks as the stream goes on and see if it hits 7,000. But yeah, it's not there yet. It is not there yet. That's crazy. That is crazy. Have any of you backed it? Dada, have you backed it? We're going to have Dada Films on in probably a couple weeks. I'll send you a message. See what the schedule looks like. But that's crazy. That's crazy that it has not backed yet. And somebody commented, and I talked about it last week, but I got another comment about it where somebody was like, maybe if it was like the all-terrain cat, it would have backed. Because once again, it's a very, you know, specific type of scenario vehicle. But I mean, you could use this. I mean, you could dirty this thing up and use it for other things, I'm sure. But it looks like somebody's finally deciding to join us. So let me go over here real quick. I'm going to answer him. It says he's in the green room. Sir, can you hear us? No, it still says he's in the green room. Let me try something. Well, he has the camera covered, so I'm going to add you. Keep your camera covered. The one and only Anthony in the house. Oh, wait, no. That's my fault. One more time. Anthony, the Rambling Nerd, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. And I can hear your fan, too.
You can hear my what?
Your fan.
Yeah, I just moved away from that. Sorry, I had to plug in the phone. Everything decided to just not work. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I thought you weren't going to join.
No, I was trying for the last 20 minutes. My AirPods wouldn't connect to my phone. I don't know. Anyway, let's not dwell on the past. How are you?
Doing good. I did not think I'd make it in time for stream, but alas, we did. So I figured why not? Just go for it.
Yeah. Did you just got back from your trip?
Yeah, we got back probably an hour ago. Well, at this point, 2 hours ago. And just enough time to unload the truck, bring stuff in, and schedule everything.
And get to work. Good.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Craft Collects in
the
house.
I managed to turn the stream on. That jacket hoodie thingy you got from Tools and Talents looked pretty sick.
It is, yeah. The shirt's also really good too. I felt bad. I was trying to surprise him by just posting a picture with me in the shirt on the trip, and then I completely forgot. Well, sorry. I was like, oh, I'll do it later. I got super sweaty. I was like, I can't take the picture like this. It just looks terrible. And I was going to do it later, and I forgot to do it the later. So showed off the sweatshirt today, but I'll do a picture with the shirt probably this weekend if I can.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know the Man Collects also was a July baby. Happy birthday, July 14th.
Oh,
look at that. Happy
belated birthday.
Dada said it's a HasLab project. I would not put it up there. This vehicle would be down on the list. And then Man Collects says, I think being an Arctic themed vehicle is definitely hurting it. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that one? I know you're not really a G.I. Joe guy. Outside of I think you also ordered the Firefighter, no?
Yes, I was going to say, if you want, I can go back and tell you what some of those things in the kit are. But and it's just a hood. Just the over the face is just called a hood.
It also came with this, I guess is it a tarp to to keep you warm?
I can't look at my phone because it's charging right by, so I'm watching the video. I'm waiting for the video delay on the TV to show up.
But I think it's supposed to be like a warming.
Oh yeah, cloth. It could be like a like a yeah.
I'll pull it up on the website so then we can. It'll be easier for people to see. Thermal blanket. Thank you.
That's just my guess of what they're going to call it.
Yeah.
Let me shut off this so I can see it in real time. There we
go. Is it on? I thought it was still on the website. Now I am not. Oh, there it is.
Well, but now I can't wait. So I was especially hurrying to get on when I saw you going for the box from us. So.
Oh yeah. I'll show. Well, do you want to go over what's on here?
All right. Yeah, you have it up. I see it on the screen. So the 3 different size axes make no sense. The different sledgehammers. The big one's the only one I can imagine really being used. The spreaders, there's that tool down there for it's what people would say is the jaws of life. And the mask with the hose is, if you're all masked up. The helmet, obviously. And the goggles, maybe if you're using the Hearst tool, the jaws of life. Otherwise, your face piece protects. And there you go. But yeah, to be nitpicky, the hood should be up last over after you put on the face piece to get a good seal.
Yeah, I don't know why
And
he's
yeah.
doing this. I
Yeah,
don't know
and
why.
don't run into a fire with an axe. Well, no, you do that sometimes, but not like on- once you're in, you drop the axe and keep on
Like this
moving.
photo here.
Yeah, no, that makes no sense. Like, yeah.
You know, I wonder if this would hurt sales if somebody's like, "Oh, that's bullshit. I'm not going to buy it now."
Mm,
But I don't know.
nah,
It
I'm
got you to
sure,
buy it. Yeah.
for the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. I do wish it came with a fire
And
hose. I don't know why it didn't come with no fire hose.
well, this is a rescue guy. Rescue guys, they do what they want and they
Mm.
think they don't need hoses. They don't need water. They can stand in the middle of a fire and say, I'm rescue. And the fire goes, oh shit. And it dies.
I love that.
So,
I love that. So yeah, I'll
yeah.
show off what
Yeah.
you sent over to me.
Yeah.
And
So
Mhm.
a little bit of back. Should I let you open it first? I'll let you open it first, then I'll give you the reason behind it, I guess.
Okay. So we got here a real Ghostbusters Ecto 1, which it may not be what's in here. We'll see. All right, we'll find out. Especially because you were telling me not to open it until stream. All right, so we have newspapers. We have something wrapped in a blanket. And we have, wow, this is not an Ecto at all.
No, it's not.
We actually have, I'll wait till all right, make sure that doesn't fall. We have a Nikon camera flash.
Hmm.
Wow.
It is kind of old, but it's
Mm-hmm.
mine from when I was doing photography and I was cleaning up recently. And I saw it and I'm like, I'm being honest with myself for a change. I'm never gonna buy another real camera, or at least not right now. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at this thing and I'm like, Steve can use it. So there's
Wow.
the bounce. That's what the Velcro is on there for. There
Yep.
should be something like with inserts for a bounce. And I think I included the sync cable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Wow.
happy
Thank
birthday. Hope you and oh yeah, the strap, I don't know. I thought it was if you might wanted another strap.
you. I can, in photography, you can never have too many flashes.
Hmm. And then there should be a card somewhere in there. That's from the rest of the affiliated.
Oh. Don't see it, but I'll keep looking.
I so I almost forgot the card, so I slipped that in. It should be in like the brown wrapping paper. Hopefully you didn't rip it to shreds.
Ah, found it.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have easily been tossed in the garbage.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem.
I'm actually on the nerdy side of things. I'm actually really excited to try something with a wired, it's like sync cable. Cause I've never done that with Flash
Mhm.
before.
Yeah. I think I can't remember there should also be like a plastic base so you can stand it up on its own to go
Yeah.
into the hot shoe. Oh, it's on the camp. Oh, okay, good.
No, I put it on just
Hey, look at me. Oh, you put it on just now. And then the wrap is like a lens wrap, but you can use it for whatever.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much better than
Hand
the
me
Ecto 1.
downs. Well, let's not get crazy.
Although I kind of want to
But
use
you
this
don't.
box.
Well, yeah, you don't have a firehouse to put an Ecto 1 in, so that's just cruel. Until Hasbro issues the real Ghostbusters fire. Well, actually, they're probably going to do that, don't you think? If the cartoon actually takes off, if it ever comes out, the one they're doing for Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
I can see a firehouse being in the future.
Yeah. No, easily.
And actually, did you see on Facebook? I messaged you there. I saw. I sent it to Dan also, but there was like a police academy, police precinct play set, and it looks
Yes.
very much like the Ghostbuster Firehouse.
Yes, I did see that one.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Who the hell wanted a police academy toy?
Well, I think I had some because they had a cartoon.
They
It wasn't
did.
based on the movie. It was on the cartoon. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find
did
that.
not know
And shout out to Rolando and Patrick for being in the house. Police Academy cartoon. Yeah, I had toys from it.
that. Oh. Did they use any of the same characters?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. No, it was I couldn't tell you if it was really that good or not, but I remember like having some of these figures. Yeah, I had this one. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. But like I think he changed clothes or something. Yeah, I had him. That's Jeff Goldblum's not Jeff Goldblum. Steve Gutenberg character.
Oh,
Oh yeah, here's a firehouse / precinct. Yeah, I had a couple of these. This is one of those where I forgot about this show until we just talked about it. Forgot it was a thing. And your house is blowing up.
yeah, possibly. I decided to just move away from the air conditioner versus turning it off because it very quickly got steamy in here.
No worries. Patrick also used to watch the show. Yeah, no, I have fond memories of it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. So
Make anything into a TV show.
yeah, for sure. So you actually saw Superman.
I did, and so did Sal, and did Aaron.
I'm gonna assume Aaron did. If he didn't, he's gonna see it this weekend.
Okay.
Would be my
Well,
guess.
yes, I did see it.
All right. So, what are your? Well, first of all, before you give us your full thoughts on it, when I do go back to, Box Office Mojo here, are these numbers surprising? Did you think it'd be like a larger hit than it is, or is it making more than you would have thought?
Let's see. I mean, I'm not a numbers guy, so I don't know. I mean, I guess that I'm surprised it made 166 domestically, because
Well,
that means it's done really.
Well, how about this? Did you think it would
Right.
be the biggest superhero movie of the year?
Is it the biggest superhero movie of the year?
Well, I guess so far. Let me see.
Uh,
Let me.
Well, okay, so yeah, I'm surprised it's doing really well because, and kind of, I'll stop after this thought. I don't personally, I'm not going to go pay the money to see it again.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So to me, that like helps a movie make money now, or that's a measure of if a movie's gonna do well. Personally, if I would
yep.
spend money to see it again,
Yep.
but I wouldn't. So
Yeah. Right now, it is the biggest opening of the superhero movies, but it's third place total box office. But it's only been 1 week. So.
yeah,
So you said you're not going to see it again. Patrick also
not
said
unless
it was good.
friends
So
with
yeah,
kids want to see it. Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like. I mean, I guess we want to keep it spoiler free.
as best you can.
I feel like it was kind of, in a way, it was kind of too old school. Like everything kind of works out. I don't think that's too big a spoiler. That's a Superman movie works out,
Right.
but everything kind of just like works out for him, and it's like I didn't feel even like the one thing that's like supposed to be like the challenge for him on a physical level. I feel like that wasn't really such a big deal, and it's fine. It's a fine movie. It's a fine Superman movie. I think Sal went on an out of 10 scale, and he gave it a 7 out of 10, I think, or an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the out of 5, and if I want to be a nitpicky little bitch, I'd go for like a 2.5. But if I'm just like whatever and judging it on its own, it's a 3. It was good. It it's definitely, I think they, if anything, they try to pivot too hard away from the Snyderverse in
Mm.
terms of tone. Like, because I'm okay with it being like more colorful and like not like, things of that, but like just some of the things they did, it's like they course corrected to an extreme. And I don't know if I can, okay, like minor spoiler, something happens and Superman saves a squirrel. Like,
Okay.
I'm okay with there being squirrel fatalities in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so they're pivoting so hard to show that, like, and again, I'm going to try not to compare this to Man of Steel, but
Mm.
like, all right, I'm assuming there's going to be some death and destruction. Like, I don't need to know that, oh, he's taking time out of the fight to save one lone squirrel. That just seemed like an odd choice.
Oh,
Too
wait,
simplistic.
wait. Are you still there?
Oop. Yeah, I'm here. Did I lose you?
Something
Hello?
happened on my end. Not your fault. Say the last thing you said. I don't. You said you're talking about the squirrel thing. You're like I was kind of out of place for him to go
Yeah.
save the squirrel.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's just like, again, it's like too simplistic. It's like, oh, it's okay, he can do this too, and stop whatever he's stopping in that one scene that threatened the poor squirrel's life, you
Mm.
know. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mean, you can ask questions because if I just keep talking, I'm eventually going to just give straight up spoilers.
Well, here's the thing. It seems like most of the chat that wanted to see the movie saw it, but I don't know who's going to be listening that has not seen it. I also have not seen it,
Hmm.
and even though I know a couple of the spoilers, I think it'd still be fun to go to kind of go in and not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So the two major questions I have. Number one, I don't know if you can see it on the screen right now, but I have up the DCEU pre James Gunn. I should probably just get rid of
Right.
that and just have it be all inclusive because it kind of is all the same studio at the end of the day. Where would it fall for you on this list? And I do know that we disagree on Man of Steel, but
Yeah, and the Snyder Cut, I guess. Uh,
for Justice League,
yeah, yeah, I definitely think it well, I think the Snyder Cut definitely belongs in the top five,
mm-hmm.
but that's definitely above the theatrical cut of Justice League.
For sure.
But in terms of,
I
I'd say
can
this
even
movie
take that.
can probably be, I guess I can give this like a top five. It wasn't like Sal loved it. Like, I think it was okay. I don't think it was amazing. And I thought Man of Steel was amazing. Um, you know, I don't know. This felt too. I know I keep saying it. It just felt so simple.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't.
It feels like, from what you're saying, it feels like, and Steve gave it a 6.5. It feels like they played it safe, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like again, there are stakes, but at the end of the movie, everything's okay, kind of.
Right.
And that's yeah. Sorry, that is sort of a spoiler, but it's really not. It's a Superman movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a way, at the end of Man of Steel, everything was okay because the guy who never had a reporter job in his life after the city got ruined was able to get a job at the paper in the city,
Mm.
if not the country.
Mm.
So, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was. I don't know. Again, I'd watch it again at home just to like pay more attention to it. But it's a safe start for the universe. We're not. It. He, James Gunn wasn't. I don't know. It didn't like he had like Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was like a holy shit. Like I left that
Mm.
movie like talking about it and like I think I said to Josh once, I woke him up a couple times and we were talking after. I think I said to him like that's how they should do a friggin' Star Wars movie, like all the
Mm.
space stuff they did. Like I was impressed with that movie and this and that. I wasn't really too impressed by anything they did in this movie.
Yeah. So.
And I will say, I thought that scene that everybody's seen in the trailer where like he lets Lois interview him,
Mm.
I thought that would have been better than it was. I feel like I've seen some people saying like, "Oh, that was the scene of the movie," and I'm like, "Was it? Am I just too big of a asshole.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you, Kenobi. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. May the force be with you. And Billy Nichols in the house. Good to see you. So you said you would put a top 5. So what would be your top 5 at the moment?
Out of all the ones that came out?
Yeah. Here, I'll go back so it's easier to see.
Yeah. I agree with Wonder Woman being number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think just for a top 5, I would say Wonder Woman, Man of Steel. I'm not ranking. This is just the top 5. I'll figure out the actual order in a second. But Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, Snyder's Justice League, Shazam, and probably the first Aquaman, because that was like, obviously that had some issues because it's coming after the whole Justice League debacle of the theater release. But so I think like those 5 are pretty good. And then I think Man of Steel was just great. So I'm going to probably say Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Aquaman, and then Snyder's Justice League. And I completely forgot to put this Superman on it. So this Superman comes in at number 6.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yes, that was, so I'll get my second question out, then I'll give you kind of my thoughts so far.
Okay.
Peacemaker is still the better James Gunn DC project?
It's right up there with his Suicide Squad movie. I liked his Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, like I'm counting Peacemaker as TV, not movies. But if we want to count that, then let's put it in at number 6, and the latest Superman movie gets number 7.
Yeah. See, I was afraid.
Really
I was afraid he was going to play it too safe because it's like you kind of pointed it out. Like this is a movie, not a TV show. Where I feel like in Peacemaker, he took all the chances, even though the storyline wasn't that original. It was like humor, nudity, like violence. He was like he could take more chances. Where with this one, they're trying to MCU this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the movie works. The new movie, like the Justice Gang. Again, everybody saw it in the commercials. Like, I think he makes like the larger cast work. I won't say what specifically. I do think there was parts of that cast that didn't need to be there. But like the superhero stuff, he made work, even though it was a little too simplistic. It's just, or old school maybe. Like actually, maybe that's it. Because like, all due respect to the Christopher Reeve original Superman movie, like that was like a simpler movie, right? Like everything, he saves everybody, he fixes everything. There's no problem. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, a man can fly. No big deal. That's very much like an old school movie, and calling it back to simpler comic storylines where they're just like, yeah, okay, cool. We're not getting into it like this, like comics do today, and dealing with the ramifications of people like they're writing these stories about. Yeah. So, and like I said, I mean, like Josh's kids would probably enjoy it, or just like kids of that age demographic. You can enjoy it as an adult. It's just that I wanted a little bit more.
Why? I
forgot about the Batman. I see that on the screen now too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start up this list. We may not be able to get all of everything on here. So is it? I mean, I think I know your answer, but you're saying it's better than The Flash?
Yeah, no, it's Batman and Robin might be better than The Flash.
Okay. Because it just sounds like the movie sounds like like I mentioned, people have said it sounds like an episode of the cartoon, and one that like is not necessary to see right away. And that to me was The Flash. The Flash movie was just a movie. Like it had some fun moments. Storyline was kind of trash. And it was it was cartoony in the way of like a cartoon.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to talk about this movie. It was like one of the not so. It was like some of the not so great episodes of the series. It wasn't like we sent that clip to each other before. It wasn't like where
Right.
yeah, we saw a clip from an episode where Superman tries to prove a guy didn't kill a woman in jail, and then
Yeah.
you know they figure it out, and at the last second, as the actual murderer, which by the way, I forgot they showed a friggin' dirty cop. They showed an execution on a children's TV show after school. As the guy's about to throw the lever, he realizes that Clark is Superman.
Yep.
Like the Superman movie is definitely one of the lighter episodes, not that episode we're talking about now.
Yeah. Maybe, hopefully the next one is more mature of a movie.
Like, and again, I defend it, but I understand, like, I don't need to see him snapping necks in the next movie or anything, even though I'll defend that too in another. We've defended that to death, or I have, and you've rolled your eyes at me. But yeah, no, just like, I don't know, some of it was just like, some of the things he says, like, again, going back to the interview scene, like, some of the stuff, it's like, you've been doing this for a few years. Why are you acting like this? You haven't thought of this, at least the way that the actor reacted to the scene made me think, like, does Superman never think of this in 3 years that he's been doing it? So.
All right. I mean, like, I'm not any more inclined to see it than I was before. You're not stopping me from seeing it either. I do feel like I want to see it just to say I saw it, to be able to talk about it, to be able to do a spoiler review of it. But it just, I am starting to really blame the superhero fatigue. I really do feel like it's starting to play a factor. And if they're going to do stuff like this where it's legacy characters and they're still playing it safe, that's where something like The Boys is even better to me, because like that one is just, it's all new. I don't know where it's going, and it's
every
violent.
season of The Boys. Oof.
Yeah. Did you finish Invincible?
I did finally finish Invincible, and now. I know I finished it now. I'm trying to remember. Yes, I did. Can I say how the season ended?
Sure. It's been long enough.
Yeah, it ends with Kevin, or whatever the alien's name is, finally convincing Omni-Man. Like they actually joined forces. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I'm.
Oh shit! Whoops.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, I finally finished that. Yeah, that's great. There are stakes. There's, if anything's obviously, I mean, you've seen episodes, like, there's too much stakes. There's too much, like, oh man, like, I would be, if I had hit this guy's powers and everything else, he's gotten, like, the character has gotten back up through so much shit. It's like, the first time, my dad flies me through a city and kills people by, like, smashing my face into a train, and they explode as my face pushes through them. Like, I'm not getting out of bed after that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I mean, so going back to Superman, I want people to see it. I don't not want people to see it. It was just an okay movie to me. Like, again, Sal, if he was to come on, he seemed much more amped coming out of it than I was. Maybe I'm superhero fatigued as well, because, like, I think I was pretty amped coming out of No Way Home, but that was kind of, there were stuff that happened. There were consequences. Not everything worked out for him in the end, really. So,
I guess before we wrap, should we kind of start organizing this?
I don't want to, because I see on the screen you have every Warner's superhero movie on that list, and that's too much to tackle right now.
It is.
It's insane that you're doing this right now. I would say real quick, down and dirty top 5 of all the superhero movies that I'm seeing on this list,
Yeah.
in no particular order: Christopher Reeve's Superman, Batman '89, Dark Knight, Man of Steel, and did I say Wonder Woman?
No.
Wonder Woman. So Christopher Reeve Superman, Man of Steel, '89, Dark Knight, and I'll give number 5 to Wonder Woman.
I think the disagreement we have is Man of Steel and Batman Returns. I feel like Batman Returns is really good and doesn't get enough love.
I love Batman Returns. That was actually the first live action Batman movie I saw in theaters.
Oh.
I just think it did kind of more of the same from Batman, and it was good. The characters were like the villains were good. Keaton was great, but I'm just saying in terms of stuff that was new, like the original Superman. Obviously, that's like you see that for the first time, and like this, like everybody always says, "I believed a man could fly," all that stuff.
Right.
You know, that was Keaton's first Batman. That was a totally different take, and what sets up the character going forward for the next 30 plus years. That kind of take on it. They never really go back to the camp in they did in live action, obviously, because they got afraid, but in the comics, they never go back to the camp,
Mm-hmm.
or if they do, it's an Elseworlds thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my reasoning for '89 over Batman Returns. But I really have nothing against Batman Returns either.
Yeah.
It would have been really interesting if Warner Brothers had the guts to let them do the third Batman movie, just to see where they would have gone. For Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they also got
I'm curious.
They also got rid of Tim Burton.
Sorry. Well, yeah, he stayed on as a producer, but yeah, I guess he didn't really have much say in it.
Yeah.
I mean, for who knows? Supposedly, like, there's the Schumacher cut, which helps a little bit, but I don't know. At the end of the day, you still put nipples on the bat suit.
I feel like Blue Beetle doesn't get enough love, and Blue Beetle, the beginning of it, I feel like is super camp and cliched.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it? I don't remember.
I saw it on. Well, yeah, it was only ever on TV, right? It wasn't a theatrical run, but I watched it on TV.
It was theatrical.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I didn't see it in theater. I saw it on TV, and no, I have nothing against it. Just I knew, I more or less, again, nothing really like surprised me or anything like.
Right.
So I guess that's where I'm. That's why it wasn't. It's on my list. It's definitely up there, but it's just not in the top 5 of all those movies you have.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, that's going to change depending on what your who your superhero is. Even though it's a lot of. So let's see real quick. I mean, obviously, there's Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Blue Beetle.
Oh, I didn't put Flash.
Who else has had a solo movie? Flash.
Supergirl, technically.
No, but I'm thinking like solo movies.
Yeah.
Not the ensembles. Oh, that's right. Ooh, all right, yeah.
All right,
so
that's
they
at
have
least
all these.
There, that's definitely better than that. This is rough list. I'm not fully sold on my list here in the order, but Superman 2 is better than that.
I still have to find the Donner cut. I kept hearing it was on HBO Max, but every time I look, it's the theatrical cut.
Yeah. Talk about,
and it's actually funny.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh no, go.
I was gonna say it's actually funny to say that, talk about Superman 2, because I keep seeing a whole lot of interviews with Christopher Reeve on Marlon Brando lately, like clips on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
about basically how he like didn't really get a kick out of working with him and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah. Not many people have good things to say about working with him. That
No.
seems to be a trend. Because he kind of like at a certain point, his head got so big, he was like, "I'm just gonna do what I want to do,"
Mhm.
and that didn't work for a lot of people, understandably.
Yeah, very much so.
What I was gonna say though, it's interesting to see, Superman and Wonder Woman in the top 5, and yet sequels of theirs are also like the worst.
Mm.
Very much an Iron Man scenario.
Yeah. No, Wonder Woman 84 was just, oof.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Less said on that, the better.
Any last minute things before we wrap today's episode?
Well, just been very busy with work, and I have a lot to do to get ready for Comic-Con. I still waiting on an update, hopefully an update by end of summer on my suit.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have to do some minor modifications on the cowl, just because it's, I should have gotten maybe a half size bigger in the head,
Mm-hmm.
because when I put it on, like, I feel like it's pushing too much against my eyeballs, and if I look one way, I feel like my eyelids get stuck and I look all crazy. So I have some foam that I'm gonna just like cut and make little build up little padded areas to hopefully relieve some tension on the old eyeballs there. And I have to cut the nose. This way I can actually breathe through the nose. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
And then I really have to get to work on the real-time voice changer. I have most of the parts. I just have to get a power source and then actually assemble everything. It seems like once I assemble it, it's a relatively easy process.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to assemble it, get the code, and then figure out a microphones and speaker situation. So get to work on a couple of those things hopefully in the next week or two, and have videos to show everybody the progress.
We need to do one last reaction to something that just
Sure.
came across my screen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
Sorry, still waiting for I'm on the delay.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Hang on, I might have to crack one more open for this one. Yeah, you know what?
No, boy.
Yeah. Go for it.
I mean, if he doesn't, Judge Dredd doesn't have humor. He doesn't need humor.
Right.
So that's the thing. I haven't seen any of his other stuff where I don't know if he can do a serious film, a serious action film.
Right.
It doesn't say, there's no more text, right? It doesn't say that Carl Urban is coming back. It's going to probably be another reboot.
It does not say that.
Yeah. No.
It needs to be Carl Urban. And then we'll talk about Mortal Kombat real quick. But I have a lot of faith in this actually, because I'm really hoping that Taika Waititi views this as a challenge to not make something that's ridiculously comedic. I'm hoping that this is true, and that's the goal, is that he's like, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to show everybody I can do this. Because he was going to do the Akira movie, and that ended up getting scrapped because they lost the rights. But Akira has no comedy either. It's very serious anime.
Okay.
So now if he's doing Judge Dredd, he's fumbled the bag on a couple things, but at the same time, I feel like some of those fumbles were the studio's fault. We all love the last Judge Dredd movie.
I said there's definitely equal blame on the last Thor movie to go around.
Yeah. Because that one, I do wonder if it was an Iron Man scenario where they just got too involved and he tanked it. I've talked about that a number of times here.
Yeah.
I still really love Ragnarok, and I understand why people didn't like it as well.
I'm in the I loved it camp. I thought it was I like the first Thor movie and the third are my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a controversial or revolutionary statement, but What do you want me to tell you? Those are the only good ones.
But I mean, Carl Urban's Dredd, even though it's a ripoff of The Raid, it's still a really good movie. It's still a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great action in it. Carl Urban kills it. And I would love this to be a sequel to that movie. I don't need another, not even like, we haven't even had a proper like Dredd origin story type of movie, but I just need him to be a cop. Just let him be a cop, doing badass things. Carl Urban did a great job. Let's just keep it rolling. Why not?
I don't think you need an origin for him, though.
You don't.
You
don't.
I mean, the only origin I'm not aware of. I've never read the comic or anything. So the only backstory I know of him comes from the Stallone movie, where it turns out are you aware of the comic origin? Is he really like not a clone, but like a genetically engineered human to be the ultimate cop? Is that true?
Couldn't tell you, but I know that Stallone changed everything about Dredd to make the movie he wanted to make. But that I know.
Oh, all right. Well, then never mind.
But those parts of it might be true. Like, I'm willing to bet that he is truly a clone, and he finds out he was made to do the role. By the way, shout out to Ghost Wilmer Mod. Thank you for the birthday wish there. And then Dada, I'll check on the HasLab before we leave. But Stallone changed a crap ton because he wanted his face in the movie, and he was like, "Oh, this needs some comedy." So they got Roy Schneider. Like, this needs all these things to be a hit, the way that most movies were hits at the time. So that's why he rarely wears the helmet in that movie as well. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Just like you said, we need more details for sure. And Mission Impossible Rogue Nation's Drew Pearce is writing it.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, so same thing. Like, if he writes a serious script, and if Taika directs it, differently than the other stuff I've seen him do, okay. Because I think he's like, same thing with you. You were saying, could have been a couple of weeks ago for all I remember. You were talking about how do you say his name? Ryan Johnson? Ryan Johnson?
Ryan Johnson.
Guy?
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson. He is a good director. He
Yeah.
just made a really shitty Star Wars movie.
Because of studio.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure some of that was him too. Like,
oh, of course.
yeah. Like, I mean, I feel like he was the guy who was like, no, Luke has to throw that lightsaber right over his shoulder.
Yeah.
That stuff like that's all him. The studio didn't help, but we don't have time to get into that. Yeah. Okay. Like, you just scroll down.
Is that how that works?
Don't attack a fire with an axe. Wet stuff goes on the hot stuff.
All right. So last thing. Actually, let's check on this real quick. Because we said we would double check the HasLab, and it still needs one more to hit 7,000. We need somebody else to back it so it gets to 7,000.
Not it.
Yeah, same. We love you, HasLab team. What are your thoughts?
I love the HasLab team. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no way. What are your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer?
I've seen a couple things of it now, but I saw, I think, the recruitment trailer or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Where they actually talk Mortal Kombat and not just the spoof movie. I'm interested. Sal said it shouldn't have been Carl Urban because he's too old, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It worked. Or maybe whoever said it.
I did.
You did, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm game. It looks like fun, I don't expect much from the movie, so if I were to sit down and watch the other two from the 90s, I probably wouldn't hate those too much, except to be like, oh my god, the effects are terrible.
Right.
But yeah,
first
I'm
one's
game
good.
for it.
First one still holds up a little bit.
Yeah. Christopher Lambert as Raiden.
Yeah.
Did you actually? I'll throw one last thing in. Did you watch the Tron Ares trailer?
A new one dropped?
Yeah, I sensed it in the chat.
Oh, I was going to go back to the chat later when I had time to read everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they I guess it's actually not a new. Well, the first trailer, I think, because they just did a teaser before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, basically, it looks like It
Oh, yeah,
doesn't say NCOM, but basically, careful, you're gonna get a strike.
Yeah, I know. I'll play it. I'll play it on mute.
Yeah, basically, the guy who played Quicksilver in the Fox X-Men movies, it seems like he's figured out a way to take the digital beings and make them in the real world, and he's like pawning them off as soldiers and whatnot, and then somehow, as you see in I see on the screen, I don't know. I'm guessing everything goes awry, and then he loses control of the program. There's some stuff with where they're back. There's some clips in the trailer where they're back in the grid, uh, and you do see and hear Jeff Bridges in this trailer. So he's back at the very least. I don't know if they're going to bring back Olivia Wilde or I can't remember the actor's real name, the one who played his son Sam in the sequel. But I'm game. I want to see. I wish Daft Punk came out of retirement to do this soundtrack too. But I'll give Nine Inch Nails the benefit of the doubt. See what happens. But yeah, I think this will be something Louie and I go see. If not opening night, opening weekend on a big screen.
So Ghost one more mod said it's for us the fans, but not sure how much new audience it'll draw. Yeah, I'm of that camp for everything we've talked about just now. Tron, Mortal Kombat, and Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I feel like at
that's
the
the
moment,
thing too. Like those movies. Again, yeah, you guys are right. They're for us. Like Superman is for everybody. That's why he has to play it safe. The kids have to go see it, and this Superman movie is going to be something you can let your kids watch over and over and over again. Whereas Man of Steel, it's like, ooh, yeah, we definitely have to supervise this.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, but yeah, these movies, I hope they're good, but I don't think they're probably not gonna make bank. Definitely, if they cut it even, that should probably be like a win. But I think Tron Legacy broke even. If you want to pull that up really, really quick, I think that probably broke even, and that's why they never really decided to do a sequel.
Oh, guess I never did that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you actually have that on there, I'd be surprised, but I don't think you have it on there.
400 altogether. So yeah, maybe it broke even. Maybe.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
just
probably not.
I feel like it maybe if they went for a TV show to try to get it popular again, that would have worked. It's just the fatigue of just like reboot, superhero, reboot, just.
Yeah, I hear you. And who would have thought that would have been the switch? Like everybody, TV is way better than cinema lately.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But
yeah, none of this is getting me like excited to see it. So I'll let you watch and review it for us.
yeah, like I mean, obviously, I'm very curious because for them to have Jeff Bridges back, like here he is right now, they have to address. I mean, they should address Tron Legacy. And did you, if you want to go back and pause it, he has the Mark II chest plate. He finally got that from Tony Stark.
That's hilarious.
Actually, honestly, there's a motorcycle clothing brand called Dianese. I might be butchering that, but it looks like that emblem. If you want to Dainese or something like that, it's totally a very similar look they have right there.
That's crazy. Good luck suing Disney.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good luck with that one. Who knows? Maybe they're partners with it since, all the suits were pretty much motorcycle gear at the end of the day.
And Dada Films hit 7,000. There you go.
Hey, congratulations.
So it needs 1,000 more to back, and a lot more than that to get all the tiers. gonna need 14,000. It's a double to get all the tiers.
So, and I know you got to go, so I'm sorry, but I do have a question about this now.
Yeah.
Why is this HasLab still like the classic HasLab, if you will, where you need to meet a certain goals for it to produce and stuff like that, versus the Proton Pack, the new Proton Pack, where it's just a pre-order HasLab instead of a goal HasLab, whatever you want to call it?
There's a number of theory I would have for that, and I would love to someday talk to somebody at Hasbro about it. But there's two things at play, right? One, if you do the traditional HasLab, you know exactly how many you need to make to be successful, right? Like they set their number for them. 8,000 is the bare minimum for it to make sense. So they're like, all right, that's what we need. But you also have the FOMO that kicks in with people where they're like, oh, I want to be part of something huge. I want to help them succeed with this. You know, that does play a factor. Other side of the coin, with the new method that I like, nobody knows the number. So they could make, for example, Dragon Man was it might have been the first one. The Marvel Legends Dragon Man for Fantastic Four. Pre-order window comes and goes, and I don't know how many people backed it, or bought it. You know, like nobody will ever know. And on the Hasbro side, maybe it didn't sell enough to continue doing stuff that way, or maybe it did because they did the Sentinel that way afterwards. So, like, from our perspective, we don't know. From their perspective, though, it's a huge gamble because only they know how many they need to sell, and you don't have the assistance of FOMO necessarily to like try to hit those numbers. So I don't have a great answer for you. As far as the Proton Pack, the way they did it, I feel like is the best method. Versus if they made it a thing where everybody, like, we're all tracking it and all that. Like this one, you got the mold already. Just see who wants it. And I think it's actually helping it potentially for people to not know how many people have backed it and not know, you know, how many are going to be out there. Because some people are just like, if I had the money, I'd buy the Max allotted for that, because it's going to be a Proton Pack you can use forever. You know, like it's very well made. Sound effects are great. It's a good baseline pack for things. You don't have to do that much to it versus like a Spirit Halloween pack. So I feel like for them, doing it this method works. Just people not knowing the number. But on the G.I. Joe side, they are always successful with HasLabs. So this is the first time that we've seen a G.I. Joe HasLab actually kind of struggle to get over the gate. Usually they back in like 48 hours. So,
oh, really?
So depending on how this one does, the next one might not be a HasLab. It might be pre-order like before. But, you know, now we've said it a number of times on this stream. Now people are doing videos on it. I'm not saying I'm the reason for it or anything, but now other people are doing videos about it. The whole concept of like, how many vehicles is enough? You know, like you have, somebody had the thumbnail. Let me see if it was him. Here we go. So 3 stacks to the max, formerly Iron Ken 3000. Like, you look at this picture here of just like G.I. Joe HasLabs / ramen toys here. It's like, how many is enough? You know, like, how many can you fit on your shelf in your display? Right. If you're like a lot of us here, we're collecting multiple lines. So the cheapest ones on the market for the longest time were the McFarlane ones. So like, you got 4 or 5 Batmobiles, as well as the previous G.I. Joe HasLabs, as well as the ramen toy vehicles. Like, you're already probably tight on space. Maybe you got the Thunder Tank. Maybe you got the Turtle Van. Maybe you got these other ones. Is a snow vehicle really like that needed on your shelf? Probably not.
Yeah.
You have the Ecto coming. Maybe you have 2 ectos coming. So.
Yeah, no, I have the 1, and that will be plenty.
Yeah.
Actually, I have the Lego Afterlife Ecto, so technically, I guess I do have 2.
There you go. Shout out to Millennium Workshop. Thank you for the birthday wish. And Ghost Swimmer Mod said, the toe in the water was the 84 wand. Once they saw that bought up, they greenlit the pack. Next will be the 84 PKE and 84 Trap. I don't doubt it. It's got to be cheaper than the previous HasLab.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to do that. I don't know if I back that. I don't know if I pre-order that. FOMO might hit and I might do it. But I don't know. I'm probably not going to rock the HasLab stuff as is to conventions. I don't know.
If it's a cheaper build, yeah. And if they actually like do away with, so like we said, both of us said in our demo videos, if you forget to shut the PKE meter off and you hit one of those buttons and the arms try to extend and you just hear like the gears skipping
winding
inside.
Yeah.
If they take that away and make it either like it's on or it's off, like, you turn it on, it runs through the cycle and then it shuts off. If you do something, if it's a cheaper build like that, maybe I would rock it. But yeah, I'm probably not. I mean, FOMO's going to, let's be honest, because I have a track record at this point. FOMO's going to hit on the first day like I did with the Proton Pack. And I'm going to order it, and then everything's just going to be on display.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd rock the 80. I mean, between the 84, the only thing that would make me not wear the 84 pack one day to a con is how hard it is to throw an Alice frame on there. Or not even how hard, but just like, I guess you have to source the material and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can just switch the Alice frame from one to the other if I really needed to. But yeah, all the other stuff, the Proton Pack is what people are really going to pay attention to, unless, I'd wear all that stuff if I'm not wearing the Proton Pack.
Yeah.
Trade off one day, like, that would be my thing. But even still, you're not going to do, unless you have like a lot of elaborate photo shoots planned at Comic-Con, which is not really what you do. You just do the meetups and stuff, as you know, as everybody listening knows. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not throwing my trap out, wheeling it out in the middle of the Comic-Con.
Right.
It's not worth it to bring that one. I'll just wear the Spirit one, the old Spirit one,
the one that I still have to deliver to you.
You like that subtle reminder, right? And my bat signal popcorn bucket.
Yes. Yep.
Not that I'll ever need the bat signal bucket, because I'm never getting the Ben Affleck hot toy. It's been delayed.
Yep. That's how they're rolling these days.
Yeah, makes me worry about. I'm paying for the Michael Keaton. Actually, I'm paying for the Batman Returns version of Michael Keaton. I wonder if I'm ever going to get that.
That one you'll probably get, because that one's already in the country, I think. Yeah.
I see guys on Instagram again having the Batfleck version. I've seen like them doing like review videos. So I'm chalking it up to that. Like the reviewers, like some guys got mad about us with Ectotech's 2 in the box. I'm chalking it up to that, like early stuff so people could review. But it's also like the stuff was supposed to be out in like March. Come on.
Yeah. It's tough, man. The tariff thing, a lot of people are holding off because they're hoping and holding out faith that things are going to turn around. But at a certain point, you have to eat that shit. They're just going to have to eat that shit at this point because you already paid for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was a fun episode. I'm glad you're able to jump on. Thank you for the gift. And
my pleasure. Hope you get some good use out of it.
Yeah. No, for sure. I actually got some photography stuff for Amazon Prime Day, so I can always test that out.
Oh, perfect.
With that. Actually, I'm using one of my lights now that I got from Amazon Prime Day. It is hella bright.
I'll mention something after we wrap. I don't want to keep you on the stream.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate all you guys jumping on and listening every week and hanging out with us, especially on this very special day of turning 40. Happens to the best of us. But you guys make it fun. And either tomorrow or next week, we'll get back on Daily Planets. I wasn't here, so I didn't do it. But hopefully we get started back on that one again. And I'm looking forward to taking some photos with all these cool figures and stuff we've unboxed. So thank you. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Daily Planets a couple times a week, usually going live around 10-ish here on the channel. But of course, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, the Facebook groups, TikTok as well, because definitely more active on those than I am on the long form stuff on YouTube for obvious reasons. But hey, I'm going to try to see Superman this weekend or next week. That way I can talk to you guys about it. Let me know if you saw Superman, if you enjoyed it, if you want more of it, or you're kind of over it. And more importantly, let us know about the Judge Dredd thing, because that one I'm really interested in. Good times, as always. As somebody always says, I forget who, be kind to one another, and let me know if you back the HasLab as well. Like, comment, subscribe, talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. We're out of here.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.